take some footage before these people start poking and digging or whatever. The water coming in as well.
I was dark.
Right.
5:30 time I was going out. And after I see the big thing inside it, I say it's one, if it was a boat. So while I walk and I come down and I joke it, I never see a whale. And when I wake there, if I smelling the rankness, and I go and I touch it and realize. And when I go, really, then afterwards I see the ice bubble up, and then the blood started coming. Blood even coming all the time. It's when I go, I pray for it, I give it a prayer. I tell you, create.
1 second, then it's you block the face. Sorry, I'm trying to get sun in the face. Yeah, beautiful.
Yes.
Tell me about the prayer.
Soon after the prayer, I see the man started bleeding. I say, Father, give thanks, because I see the life of the whale now. Although you see, get on there, but I give thanks, and I go take my run and return and see all the coming. Yeah, but a wonderful piece of work.
All right, so you give it a prayer to
yes, I must body, guys. This is a phenomenal body.
Right.
Because I first touch it, I go up on the back hall, and people to read while.
Oh Lord, you mustn't do whale ride.
I'll give it a whale ride, but I never get it. What? You could imagine. I got glass here.
You want to do a whale ride? Oh my God. Yeah, you see, this is the part here, right? So we gotta use this then to educate the public, you know?
Abe, walk up and step and come. Walk up and step and come.
So sad, Dennis. We were hoping so bad to try and save this thing. Since Sunday, the fisherman whose net it got caught in, he called us and reported it. But by the time we got to find it, we couldn't. So I see whales need to breathe air, you know. So, and he was trapped in about 2 miles of net.
2 miles of net was in the belly?
He was trapped in 2 miles of net. Whatever he bite up and try and eat up, maybe this was in the belly, you know.
So how did you first learn of it here in Guyana's waters?
In Guyana's waters, the same fisherman who was the fisherman who was fishing, he was 10 miles offshore, throwing his net when the whale got caught in his net. And he basically he was trying to save his net, because the 4 mile stretch of net that he had is worth about 600,000 Guyana dollars, 3,000 US. So he was trying to save his net, and he was trying to pull the whale ashore to see if he can get his net taken off of it. So he was struggling for hours and hours because his boat only got a 75 horsepower. And he was pulling it ashore, and then it got really agitated and it broke away the bow of his boat. And that's when he cut the net, saved half of it, and left it wrapped up in the other half. Then he called us and reported it. So we went out there to try and locate it to see if we can get the expert from French Guiana and Venezuela who know about whale rescue to advise us what we should do to save it. And we couldn't get a boat from Mahaicony, so we came back down and got a helicopter to go out to try and spot it and get the coordinates. This is a GDF helicopter with Captain Weeks. We spent about a good hour and a half trying to find it, but we couldn't locate it. And then yesterday we went out with a Coast Guard who were a member of our Guyana Marine Turtle Conservation Society board. Me and Romeo spent about 4 hours to traverse in the water, see if we could come across it. We were trying to find it before it reached the shore, because once it's in the sea, where it could be wet and so on, it would be less distressed than if it washed ashore with a net. So we tried all of that and to no avail. So I'm really sad to see here. This is what happened. But this here is not an uncommon phenomenon. I mean, Major General Joe Singh, who you should probably call and get an interview as well, said in an email that over 300,000 whales get killed a year in fishing nets. And the reality is these incredible mammals, they serve a role, So once you start moving them out of that whole ecosystem chain, they're going to have consequences, This is so sad. I mean, I've never seen a whale alive, and this is the first one I see it dead. It's very tragic,
But can you say whether it's normal for whales to be found in Guyana's water?
Oh yeah, well, it's not normal for them to be found so close to shore. But I mean, yes, they do follow the currents, and maybe they're following the currents and the feeding grounds, So you can probably have to speak to one of the guys who knows more about whales to explain why it was so near our shore. Because if what the fisherman said was true, which is 10 kilometers off of our shore, that's very close, you know. And these nets are like 4 miles long. I mean, the reality is the fishermen got to live too. I understand fisheries contributes tremendously towards our GDP. But, you know, we just got to find some way of, you know.
I was just wondering whether, due to the changing temperatures, whether this may have resulted in it shifting and trying to find more waters, more conducive waters.
Well, I think, I don't know, from a very grassroots speculation, I think with the whole global warming and the oceans warming up, remember the whole oceans warming up, that whole traditional, these animals follow the cold water, right? So with that whole warming up and the whole change in pattern, it must be that this is what, you know, I stand to be corrected, and I'll apologize profusely if any of the experts disagree with my grassroots contention. But I would very much want to think that this does contribute in some way to them getting disoriented and what have you, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah, and Dennis, thanks for calling me. I mean, please continue to do so. Because I was hoping today. Look, Commander Burnett right there from the Coast Guard. He was so. Where is he? Look him right there on the phone. He was so supportive to us. He already mobilized his ranks to bring them out to see if he could have cut the net off of it and get it out at the next high tide, you know. So for us, it was just a matter of trying to come and see if we could have saved it, you know. Thanks a lot, though.
No
Appreciate it.
Thanks.